Richardson. Hitchins, the defending champion, the 27-year-old, the 32-year-old George Kambosos.
Here is the former IBF, WBO, WBA, WBC franchise, and Ring Magazine lightweight champion of the world, George "Ferocious" Kambosos Jr. Here is the 2016 Olympian and the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF Junior welterweight champion of the world, Richardson Hitchins.
You got a cue?
Oh,
you men receive my instructions in your dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, men. We're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
Will Richardson Hitchins continue his rise to the top?
Ring the bell! Box one!
Well, the IBF super lightweight title on the line. Champion George Kambosos Jr., who steps up to the chop.
Southpaw, so that right hand of
Early rounds are going to be really important. Hitchins has a bit of a history at trying to win a decision here. He's got to try to back.
Sort of mirrors what he does in the ring. You think of the trash talk the Kambosos does in the ring. He's a front.
Kambosos looking good. He's not staying in so good for the former champion in Kambosos.
I'll tell you what though, Sergio, I think Kambosos has got to be more physical to win this fight. Yeah, he's got a very good over-the-top right.
No, it favors him, but so far so good is what I'm saying. And look, the thing about Kambosos, he doesn't have Lamo's power. And Lamo's a lot of fight left here, but so far, Kambosos, I think he's utilizing.
He referenced only 10 knockouts on the ledger of George Kambosos over Jake Wiley. You know, in every fight, in certain respects, is kind of has to grind and think these wins out, even that one to a certain degree.
Tapping that jab and staying in the middle of the ring.
Good action to kick things off.
Controlling the range, controlling the distance, and look.
Two underway, a lot of confidence in both corners. Very interesting in the Hitchins corner.
One of the better shots in that last round, but Kambosos the distance a lot faster than I thought. Just like that.
That is a good sign for Kambosos.
And there it is again, and not only that, but landing that right hook.
You know, one thing Hitchins has been focusing on during this camp has been between Kambosos and Vasiliy Lomachenko. Lomachenko just went. I think it's going to work really well for them in this fight.
And Hitchins is laser sharp right now with the man. Honestly, Hitchins is a nice fighter. Laser vision, man. Look at that jab.
It's a jab that could do damage all on its own, in addition to just controlling Teofimo. So far, Hitchins has not been used the right hand, fighting very disciplined.
When it comes to Hitchins, he's too sharp to hit solid upstairs. So
having thoughts about that, what we are seeing is Hitchins able to counter those
and reach. Kambosos is going to have to move the upper body and just concentrate on the chins. Touch anything. See right there, he should be closing the distance. Double both sides of the body is what Kambosos needs to touch on.
Continues to jab to the body, already a cut opening.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's Kambosos.
Right eye.
That's what Kambosos needs to do, guys. Right there, that right.
A little bit of a mouse cut starting to form.
A little bit of both at this moment. Not that far in the fight.
Fast forward.
Good left hook there from Hitchins, and that'll do it for the round.
Body. They're seeing exactly what I'm seeing, but look, that jab right there was a little bit. He was in range for that.
Anton Kadushin, longtime Russian coach, trained, was not granted a visa to cut in the corner of George Kambosos' entire career, but the man that came up with the game plan for this fight will not corner to continue to go downstairs. Perhaps that's in Teofimo Lopez with a couple of years back. Sergio, that mouse under the eye of Kambosos is going to start closing. If Hitchins keeps
range and the distance.
See the jab numbers through 2 rounds. See Kambosos, at least statistically, trying to jab with Hitchins when he can, but the accuracy.
Weight class. Long, accurate, sharp. Trying to win a jab fight with Hitchins is not going to work because this
sharp right hand and another.
It's nothing out of the ordinary by Hitchins. It's a 1 and a 2. Popping him with that jab, stabbing him with that right hand. There you go.
The problems with the jab are not new for George Kambosos. Devin Haney took 2 wins off of Kambosos, largely behind the work of that jab and straight right hand. They're different fighters, but fight a similar style.
Kambosos, that's what he needs to do. It's going to be too hard to just with both hands, catch him down.
3 straight jabs. See Kambosos trying to get to his body once again. Hitchins just was continuing to aim at the face of George Kambosos. And that'll do it for round 3.
This is as sharp as it gets, guys. Look at beautiful 1-2, and this is what he's been doing.
As surgical as Richardson Hitchins can be, what he can't remove is the resolve. But that's also what's keeping him right in front of Hitchins and giving him.
It's beautiful to watch, man. Up close.
You know, when we were walking into the arena, Sergio, you likened him.
Yeah, because they're tall, wide shoulders, everything's off that long legs and thighs, and then that straight right hand. Just
has to find a way to get on that front foot and push Hitchins back. When he's at this type of range, he's just going to be easy money for Richardson Hitchins.
Oh, man.
Chopping right hand there from Hitchins. With that shot to the body, catching a bit of it on the elbow and back with a right hand.
No, Hitchins with that right hand, landing accurately with that right hand.
We talked about the offense is really sharp as well. One of Kambosos' best shots is kind of that jab that turns into a left hook. Hitchins has kept that right hand up the entire time. Kambosos.
See, there ones of Hitchins at bay. And that will set up shots like that.
Hitchins just knows Kambosos with the sweeping left hook. And Hitchins didn't miss with that right hand. And he rarely misses, Sergio, from Hitchins.
Oh, beautiful shot. Everything off that jab, right hand.
Double right hand there from Hitchins. Wow. We're inside the final 15 seconds of round 4. A brilliant performance thus far from Hitchins. Good body shot from Hitchins.
Artist at work, man. I love watching Richardson Hitchins when he's this sharp, this confident, this strong.
And moving your head. You sitting right in front. You got a feint jab and come off with something.
They're giving the right instructions to Kambosos, but it's the upper body movement that's failing him. And you cannot be throwing shots like that, left hooks like that, a beautiful body.
Here, and you heard the instructions in the corner of Kambosos. They want him Harold, but to his corner's point, what he was doing.
High behind his shoulders. If he can double and triple his jab his way in, and then land the body shots, if you can back up Hitchins.
Beautiful counter right hand there from Hitchins.
And Kambosos better start dipping his head to his left as well.
Kambosos dips down to throw that jab to the body.
And that's where the upper body movement that they're telling him that he needs. The longer this fight goes.
Short right hand on the inside here for Kambosos, Sergio. The one thing that is working for Kambosos is countering to the body, or at least getting to the body of Hitchins. But if we're talking about ratios and the price that you put there, he's getting counters.
Yeah, and look, right there is a perfect example. Hitchins caught that shot to the body and came back with a left hook.
Forward. For Hitchins right now, who just missed with that right hand, has to get back on his jab.
Good body shot by Hitchins in the inside. Kambosos hurt to the body.
Kambosos felt that one. He is hunched over, and Richardson Hitchins is tasting blood.
Lomachenko softened him over to the body. Kambosos doesn't like it downstairs.
The Hitchins corner told him you would hurt him to the body. How profound. Kambosos says, come on. Kambosos is brave, but that body is unforgiving. You just don't recover.
And the guts on Kambosos still swinging away, but Hitchins really calm.
Kambosos trying to breathe through the pain of that body shot.
Not going to take much for him to go down again.
Round 6 underway. We'll see if Kambosos can recover from what was a titanic minute 20 or so of that round. As he tries to go downstairs to the body of Richardson Hitchins, badly to the body, and may still be from round 5.
Oh, he still is. You don't recover in 60 seconds from a body shot. What that's only going to do is put one to the liver. And right now you can see that Hitchins is having body again.
Hitchins now just walking Kambosos down. He's not even worrying about standing on the outside. That was a nice right hand from around the corner.
Hitchins is just so relaxed, and he has no respect for Kambosos right now.
Take a look at Chris Mannix's scorecard. 50-45. An easy night of now.
Yeah, pretty easy fight to score as I get my mic back up and running. All Richardson Hitchins. Opera deep here, probably knowing how far he's behind, but so far, all Richardson.
And made this a higher contact fight, looking for uppercuts like that. What a right hand immediately behind it.
Both fighters looking for uppercuts right there. And Kambosos talking to Hitchins now, getting his confidence back. You can see that, so he's moving forward. Kambosos, man, loop that shot. There you go, over the top of the jab. Hitchins getting a little bit overconfident, just walking down Kambosos. No respect. This is an opportunity for Kambosos to go over the top.
Maybe a mild confidence boost here for George Kambosos. And that will do it for out.
Listen, he's not fighting good coming forward, but you still, if you're going to turn, you got to come up with shots. If you're going to work angle, you got.
Beautiful shot. There you go. There, right on the breadbasket. You could see Kambosos was hurting right there. Opened up that straight right hand, but it was that body shot that put him down. Just clean shots. And this is what I'm talking about. A fighter much rather get hit with 3 or 4 shots upstairs. That one good one right in the solar plexus.
And I imagine, Sergio, when you see an opponent grimace like that, that's
yeah, flashes in first in the last round, but it's been all domination by Hitchins with that jab.
Now back to long range.
And that's what Hitchins needs to do. Just go back to the stick. Popping him with that stick, busting up that eye, blooding up Kambosos.
With Kambosos, created those opportunities for Kambosos to have pockets of success. When you're Hitchins like this, keeping it at the mid-range, operating off the jab, you are as close to unbeatable in this fight as you possibly can be.
I like that delayed right hand by Hitchins. He pops that jab, that tricky thing to time if you're Kambosos. If you're a fighter at the end of that right hand, when you change the volume, change the speed.
Hitchins Bounds has been pressing him to throw multiple punches. Don't just throw one jab.
In the face of Kambosos, the right eye is starting to close. That's the power of a jab, the accuracy.
This long-range version of Hitchins has made Kambosos, it seems, a little more tentative.
Hitchins starts stabbing him to the body. Remind the gut of that pain that he had earlier. There you go. That was a nice body shot by Hitchins.
Nice left hook as well. Second one caught. Moses looking for that big right hand. Richardson, Hitchins, one more right hand as we hear the bell.
They're going to end up stopping that shit. Don't argue with him. What we already said. Yo, Timmy.
I tell you what, Richardson Hitchins, almost always chaos in that corner. I remember always a lot of voices going back and forth in the corner of Hitchins. Fortunately for him, whenever chaos is going on in the corner, he is just as disciplined in the ring.
Oh, huge left hook there from Hitchins.
Hitchins smells blood, man. He's going for the knockout that he said he was going to get. He said he was going to stop Kambosos. He's looking for it, and he's chasing after it.
Yeah, I think he's one good body shot away from getting at least a knockdown.
What you're doing, and they might just stop this if you just keep pecking away. The other saying, you can just end this right now. It seems like he's listening to the second voice, at least at the moment.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he can't get stoppages that way.
Look at the jabs through 7 rounds. 104.
And right with that jab, strong shotgun jab, setting up that right hand.
Hitchins just now pointed to the corner of Kambosos and yelled at him to stop the fight.
Yeah, prior to that, he had his palms to the sky asking Kambosos Hitchins as we're inside the final minute of round 8.
Now shades of Vasiliy Lomachenko are going to go right here in Madison Square Garden, where Lomachenko was putting
body shot from Hitchins. A walk-off home run.
The pain from the body lingers. It's not going to go away. This fight's over.
That is it. Richardson Hitchins, the pride of Brooklyn, shines at Madison Square Garden.
Brooklyn, stand up. He wanted the knockout. He went for the knockout. He got the knockout.
Sergio, performances do not get much more dominant than that.
A-plus performance. He went for it. He smelled blood. And those beatdowns to the body, softening him up with that jab, the straight right hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Michael Griffin calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 8. Declaring your winner by TKO. He's still undefeated and still the IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, Richardson Hitchins.
First, I just want to thank God, before anything. A few years ago, I think over 4 years ago, I was watching Teofimo and George Kambosos go to battle in this war, and I was sitting somewhere along them stands, and I said, when I get my opportunity, I would make the best of it. And with the help of Eddie Hearn and Keith Conley, they changed my life in a matter of 2 years.